House Democrats and Republicans who are debating the future of the Endangered Species Act don't agree on much. And this week, they couldn't even agree on where to debate the issue. Cronkite News reporter Hannah Ehrlich has that story from our Washington, D.C. bureau.
While the House Natural Resources Committee considered 10 Democratic bills they said would strengthen protections for endangered species, committee Republicans held a competing hearing of their own in a separate building where they unveiled 19 GOP proposals. Arizona Representative Paul Gosar said the Republican measures would take decision-making away from Washington and put it in local hands.
This is something that I think that both sides can get behind to get a win, and when local communities, when the environment, when the endangered species all win, I think that's something that if we can give credit to everyone, maybe at some way we can turn this partisan gridlock to a success story.
But environmental advocates said the GOP bills would be anything but a success story for endangered species. They said the bills would merely cement Trump administration moves to roll back protections under the act.
Our understanding is that they're unveiling a package of bills today that we think would undermine the Endangered Species Act, just as the Trump administration's regulatory rollbacks do.
The Democrats' bill, on the other hand, would reverse many of those rollbacks. No action was taken on the proposals yesterday, a day consumed by talk of impeachment proceedings on Capitol Hill. Arizona Representative Debbie Lesko called the competing hearings a sign of the times.
Fortunately, it is so politically polarized right now. In fact, today we just heard that they're probably going to do an impeachment inquiry to the president, and there's no reason for it. They have no grounds, just like the Russia collusion. They had no grounds, and so this is going to flop too.
In Washington, Hannah Ehrlich, Cronkite News.
The Trump administration's changes to the Endangered Species Act are scheduled to take effect today, and they will streamline the way species are added and removed from the list and will limit how critical habitat is determined for those species. Changes that are good or bad for the act, depending on who's talking.